Episode 5 was truly for the ones who ship Conrad and Belly, and I wasn't bothered by that at all because I genuinely loved the charm between them. But no matter how amazing their connection is, Belly has started to take some serious steps toward marrying Jeremiah, and what's been happening between her and Conrad could really change everything. I know you're wondering whether Conrad will make a move on Belly and what Belly truly thinks about him, so let's take a look at what will happen in episode 6 and what the emotional moments in episode 5 could be pointing to. Poor Conrad. First, I want to start with Conrad because this episode was completely about the feelings he has for Belly, and honestly, seeing it all from his perspective and hearing his thoughts really tore me apart. The way he looks at her with love while she's eating peaches, getting in the pool, just laughing, or simply standing there, and the fact that the girl he looks at with so much love is marrying Jeremiah, it's basically torture for him. We saw Conrad lost in thought and sad throughout the episode, and as we saw at the end, it was all because of one thought. What if I had never pushed Belly away? So what did Conrad do despite all the pain and disappointment? Of course, as always, he did whatever he could to make Belly happy and showed us a true act of loyalty. Conrad and Belly wedding shopping. The best thing Conrad did for Belly in this episode was definitely trying to put a stop to his feelings and helping her with wedding shopping. And honestly, Belly really needed it. At first, she couldn't get the wedding cake Jeremiah wanted because of money issues, and just when Belly was feeling hopeless and heading off to do the rest of the shopping, her guardian angel appeared. This was the moment I thought, wow, Conrad is really amazing. If you watched my video last week, you'll know that I guessed Conrad would be involved with the wedding stuff since Jeremiah is busy, and that this would bring Conrad and Belly closer. It wasn't too difficult to predict this, but still, just think about it. Helping the person you're in love with shop for their wedding to your own brother, that's such a noble thing to do. Once Conrad showed up to help Belly, everything started falling into place. They didn't have money for flowers either, but Conrad told her to use his mom's flowers, and the problem was solved. Then he went with her to get the rest of the supplies and fixed everything again. And while he was doing all this, he felt like it was his wedding to Belly. He was hurting, but he still accepted that pain just so Belly could be happy. He picked out flowers for her, chose vases, exactly the way Belly would have wanted. In episode 5, Conrad was really the hero Belly needed because Jeremiah wasn't there. No matter what, it should have been Jeremiah out there shopping with Belly for their wedding, but he wasn't. And once again, Conrad was there for her, even though the whole thing reminded him that it wasn't his wedding. He still stayed. Conrad and Belly memories. We also saw in a flashback that Conrad has always been there for Belly. When Steven, Jeremiah, and Conrad rode ahead on their bikes and left Belly behind, Conrad was the only one who didn't leave her alone. Just like now, Jeremiah is missing from the wedding shopping and Conrad is right there beside her. We've seen so many moments like this in past episodes. Conrad has always known Belly best. He's always the one to hold back, the one to give her space, the one to put her first. Like the day he started the job he'd been dreaming about, he couldn't focus because Belly was upset about her brother, and he ended up getting fired. I don't know about you, but scenes like that really make me think Conrad and Belly are meant to be. Don't you think everything he's done for her is a real sacrifice and true love? If you've already shared your thoughts in the comments, let's take a look at what might be going on in Belly's mind. What Belly thinks. Since we saw everything from Conrad's perspective this episode, we didn't really get to hear what Belly was thinking, but her glances and the closeness between her and Conrad said a lot. First of all, I still feel like she loves Jeremiah and has hope for their future. She was clearly happy when he arrived, and she looked genuinely joyful when they danced to the first dance song they picked together. But even these sweet moments don't stop the doubts from forming in Belly's head about Jeremiah. The way he didn't make time for her when she was trying to get a wedding cake, and the sadness she felt throughout the episode made me think that Belly feels Jeremiah doesn't really consider her enough. On top of that, Conrad, unlike Jeremiah, tried to make everything easier for her every chance he got. He thought of all the little things Belly herself would have thought of, and that definitely made her question her feelings for Jeremiah. This might be reading too much into it, but I'm pretty sure that when Conrad gave her the flower idea, she couldn't help but wonder, What if I were marrying Conrad instead and we were doing all the shopping for our wedding? But like I said before, for now, Belly and Jeremiah still seem very much in sync, and Conrad just seems like someone who's making Belly second guess, if only a little. Belly and Jeremiah, despite everything. When I saw that sweet dance scene at the end of the episode and heard them talk about their future plans, I was surprised at how easily Belly kept moving forward with the wedding despite everything with Conrad. The fact that they're planning to look for a house together, that Belly wants to go with Jeremiah, and that Adam has decided to support their marriage, all this shows how perfect things seem to be going for them. Episode 6. Now let's get to the most exciting part. What's going to happen in episode 6? I think the episode will begin with Belly and Jeremiah getting ready to leave cousins for now. And that moment, we'll probably see how sad Conrad is about Belly leaving. And with that sadness, when Jeremiah is not around, Conrad will come up with a few random excuses to try to convince Belly not to leave. I don't think he'll straight up confess his love for her, but as he fumbles through his excuses, the way he looks at her, so full of love, will definitely show Belly how he really feels. But since he won't be able to give her a real reason to stay, Belly won't be convinced and will leave with Jeremiah. After that, we'll see Conrad and cousins devastated and heartbroken, while Jeremiah and Belly are happily looking at houses for their future together. But even as they look at houses, Belly's mind will still be on Conrad. She'll be wondering, what was he trying to say? Does he still have feelings for me? These thoughts will eat away at her, and she'll be distracted all the time. Jeremiah will notice something's off with her. I don't think we'll see a fight between Jeremiah and Belly just yet, but we will start to see Jeremiah getting suspicious and Belly starting to really think about Conrad again. As for Steven and Denise, I don't think we'll see anything other than them getting closer. They really do seem like a great match, and I think everything will stay sweet for them, at least until they run into Taylor. After that, we'll just have to wait and watch the drama unfold in this love triangle, but not quite yet. And what are your theories for episode 6? Let's meet in the comments. Also, if any of you are watching The Gilded Age, you can check out this video to see what's coming in the season finale.